we have a freaking mess here, son.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system.
Been a hot minute and we're back in the shop, and today is your show, Trevor. So
it's hot. Very hot.
So what are we doing today, Trevor?
Oh, we're deleting the exhaust, probably air conditioning, and we're going full race truck today.
Full race truck. So over here on the table, way over there, see the SS box, the new head is here, the list stuff finally getting marked off a little bit. But anyways, trying to just knock out some of the stuff we talked about and trying to get to for a while. Finally got some time in the shop today, so we're gonna get to work on it. But the first thing, as you can tell, this place is a freaking wreck from working on a junkyard box, then the dad bods halfway not put together, and then this thing, whatever the name for this is gonna be, Titanic's neighbor, whatever, is not back together. So first thing, we're gonna do a little bit of cleaning up, get some tools put up that we're not using right now, some of the spare parts that aren't gonna be used, and just do a general cleanup so we got some room to work in here again, and then we'll touch base. I know I just got home, had to do some running around. I actually just picked up my compressor cover. Joe redid that. He wasn't happy with the way it turned out. So, probably go ahead and slap that back on the dad bod and get it out of the way. And yeah, just do some cleaning up. So anyways, gonna clean up and get back to work on this thing and let Trevor keep sweating and getting dirty. All right, so Joe did a good job with the powder on that compressor cover for sure. Look how glossy that rig is. But anyways, before I put the intake on, I was gonna show y'all, I found this little spring deal here that I was able to use to hold the turbo blanket on instead of the wire that came with that kit that Thermo Zero sends. That should work a whole lot better. But anyways, throw the intake on and it'll be wrapped up, letting the battery charge up a little bit before I pull it out of the shop and get it out of this goober's way. So speaking of this goober, what are you doing? Just freaking running your head under the daggone water fountain over there?
Yes, I did.
Freaking hot as crap, boy.
Especially after you drop exhaust off, it's got gallons of oil in it. Turbo that explodes.
Yeah, little weight reduction there. All that turbo or exhaust piping out of the way.
Oh, this is about to be out of the way.
That's right. All right, so got the intake back on. Oops, forgot to plug this rig back in. So, all right, that's that. So got it wrapped up. I believe the battery is conditioning according to this charger. And I can tell you the condition is it freaking sucks. But of course it ain't gonna focus and show you. Yep. Yeah, conditioning 12 volt piece of crap Optima battery. So anyways, I'm gonna let it stay in charge for just a little bit before I pull it out and then let it sit out there and run for a little while. But in the meantime, the heck are we doing in here?
Taking seats out.
Taking the seats out. Daggone seats actually in good shape. Seats are in good shape in this thing.
Yeah, they for sale. Anybody want them? Come get them.
Right on. So we're gonna take the seat.
For sale. Dash, steering wheel, you want? Come get it.
Everything's for sale.
Everything for sale.
Daggone race truck going on here,
Truck
boy.
not for sale.
But anyways, we're gonna take the seats out because if you go through my pile of junk here, you'll see we got these racing seats that's been sitting here for about 2 years that I bought from my man Brian, aka Battleship 67, a while back. Came out of his truck, and we are gonna put them in here. So
we're gonna go from Battleship 6 to Titanic RMS. She's a piece.
From the Battleship to the Titanic. But anyways, we're gonna pop these seats out, and let me get around here.
When you pull the bolts out and there's corrosion on the wire. Yes.
But we'll take the seats out. Should just be a few bolts like these here, and we'll see how we can make an adapter bracket for those other seats to work there. So anyways, we'll get these popped out and touch base when we figure that out.
Hey, what did I do with it?
What are you looking for, fool?
I'm looking for my impact. My keys in ignition.
The battery ain't dead.
Battery's on hook.
Dang on, strap on is strong, boy.
What's a dead battery? You see that? You see that right there? Yeah. You ever question the strap on makes the hellacious 3 impact?
All right, so we got the seats out, and oh my God, did you have a homeless family living here?
Yes.
No, so the seats are out. We'll probably make an adapter bracket that'll go from these 2 holes and these 2 that the seats were on, so made up to the bottom of those other seats. But for now, as you can see, popping the door panel off. If you've never taken one off, they're real simple in these trucks. Just a screw there, a screw here on the bottoms of the door at the front and back. There's a Phillips head screw, and then there's, I believe it's a 10 back behind the handle. I don't even know if I'll be able to get it on camera. Yeah, right there. Pop the handle off, and then you can see, as Trevor is doing on that side, you just lift the door panel off. Once you get it up, you can unplug the electronics in that in your little junk here and pop the door panel off. All right, so I was wrong when I showed y'all the picture. I was telling you to take this screw out, and that's incorrect. It's a screw that's actually in the handle right here. And let's see, you have to take the door handle off, and it's actually in like the base of the door handle where it goes into that metal section. So you can either get it out with a Torx bit or a 10mm and screw that out. But then once you get that out, pop your switches out and unplug them, and then you have a bare door panel here. So see old Destructo over there taking it to pieces. But essentially what we're looking at doing, if you look here, the back side of the door, there's rust, and some pretty good rust on it right there. So the doors really aren't worth a whole lot. So we're gonna do a little bit of a little trimmy trim, kind of like all around. Leave a little bit up here to seal some Lexan in. And
need Lexan, call up Brock Faircloth in Edenton, North Carolina. He'll hook you up.
Yes.
Dust all boxes and all that too.
Yeah, so Brock is gonna do some Lexan for us. So we're gonna finish taking these apart, and we hadn't decided if we're gonna take glass to them or just take the whole door. We'll figure that out in a minute. But anyways, that's where we're at for now, and we'll touch base here again shortly. All right, so as you can see, we got the doors off of both sides. All you really have to do is 13mm wrench. You can get those 2 and the bottom 2 out, and pop the door off. You do have to fish the wiring out if you're doing like we are. What you really should do, if you're keeping the doors in good shape, you just need to take them off for some reason. You pop this cover off, and there's a connector you can take out, which is what I'll do here shortly. But as you can see out here, old dad bod over there running away, letting the battery charge. But you got the doors out here on the trailer. Got the glass taken out of one. To take the glass out, all you have to do is, when the door is windows all the way down, take a nut off. There's one there and one there, and you can just slide the glass right out the top, as Trevor's going to do here in just a second. And my lovely assistant here will demonstrate how to pull the glass out of this thing. Yeah, this one will probably break.
Maybe.
Need a hand holding it up.
Maybe.
I got the door.
There we go.
You got it?
Yep. Just gotta pop them out. The clips at the bottom. Vent visors make it a little aggravating.
Yeah, you got to pry it out a little further.
Yep.
Boosh!
Don't say that. Whatever you do, kids, don't do the same. Wear gloves. This is dumb.
Whatever you do, take your vent visors off before you try to fight doing this.
Yes.
It'd make it easy to tint windows if you did this every time.
I mean, you got the glass out in about 30 minutes.
All right, and voila, there goes glass. Watch you drop it now that you got it out.
Boom! Whoops. Well, folks, that's all.
But anyways, we're gonna we might take the doors and the glass to Brock to let him decide how he wants to go about cutting the Lexan. But anyways, the doors are out and glass is out, so
Fat
got a
glass
little
is next.
got a little trimming to do. Try to shed some weight. All this stuff can come out. The regulator and all that stuff can come out too. So anyways, we'll see what the boss man wants to do next. All right, so old Destructo here decided that AC is no longer necessary for race trucks, so decided to go ahead and forcefully evacuate the AC system, and we are working on now pulling weight out of the truck in that way. Ain't that right? So sorry for the loud noise from the fan, but it got a little smelly in here for a minute, so trying to blow some of that out of here. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and start working on the dash. So we're not actually gonna remove the dash. We still want to leave it somewhat street truck, but we gonna pull the dash back and get the AC box out of here, or HVAC box, whatever you want to call it. If you remember, I did a video a while back on pulling everything out of my regular cab, but the audio file got messed up, so it's more or less just like a video of watching me do it in high speed. So it won't really work a whole lot, so I'll try to be a little more descriptive as we pull this one out. But anyways, here's some of what we have to do. So first things first, you gotta clean out the truck, get the stuff out we don't need in here. But anyways, you pop up this panel here, runs up to here. We gotta pop those out, pop the side panels off, and the plastic piece that runs across the top of the dash, and there's bolts behind that we have to get out. So anyways, we'll get that popped out and then we'll touch back in here shortly. All right, so got the side panels popped off, and as you can see, there's a bolt here, here, and here. Those will have to come out, but I'm gonna take those out last. This top piece across here, you can see we started popping it up. It's just got those little push clips, kind of like these here, that just pop in. So you can just pop those up, and under there's some, I think they're 10mm bolts we gotta get out of that. And then under the dash, this rat's nest of wiring that somebody put in here. This was not us, so don't judge. You'll see right here, there's a nut we got to get off that stud. There's 4 of those. We have to get those off, and you have to take the glove box out, I believe, on that side to get to one of the bolts we had to get there. So anyways, we get to taking more stuff out. All right, guys, so you have to excuse me because, like I said, it's been a minute since I've done this, so I'm kind of winging it, but I think we've about got the dash ready to come out. All right, so you have to take your A-pillars down, and like I said, you've got the 4 bolts under here. You can kind of see them in there now that go through the steering column, so you can drop that down. And then there's 2 bolts. You've got 1 bolt that goes right here. You can see it's already taken out, and then one on the opposite side. So you got to take those 2 bolts out. So once you get all the bolts out from across the dash, all the bolts out of here, and then we gonna take these bolts out of the sides, and we'll see if the dash will fall back. All right, guys, so just getting wrapped up for the day. Things didn't really go the way we had planned, so we had to kind of, I don't know, reevaluate our situation and kind of start over and regroup. The original plan was we have Trevor's head here. We were going to go ahead and install the thread-in freeze plugs on that. He had a tap for it, but we could not find any of the thread end plugs anywhere in town. So he's gonna have to order a set, and that set us back on doing that today. So we decided, you know, we'll just go ahead and start working on some of the weight reduction things we were gonna do. And he hadn't quite decided what he wants to do as far as the bed goes. So we went ahead and pulled off the exhaust because this truck will be getting a hood stack. Got the exhaust out and out of the way. Also, he made a decision that we are going to take the AC out of the truck. So we evacuated the AC system and started pulling the dash. And as you see in the video, you know, we started pulling the dash, and really there's not a whole lot to it. You got a few bolts that are underneath, like where your radio is, where it mounts to the floor. You have your 3 bolts on either side that go into like where your door jamb location is. And then there's a bunch of bolts that go across the top under your windshield. We took all those out, same way I did in my truck, and the dash would not budge. So we were fighting it, couldn't figure it out. Of course, I don't have service in the shop, so I had to go in the house and get the video to load up where I did mine to make sure I wasn't missing anything, and I wasn't. And I got to looking, and the 03 to 05 trucks, you actually have 2 more bolts that you have to take out that are under the steering column that you didn't have to take out in the truck like Dad bod or 06 to 09 trucks. So anyways, got those out, and now the dash is free. But we ended up running out of time for the day. He's got some stuff he's got to do. He's going to pick up a trailer tomorrow. So we kind of cut it short. I did go to town today and got the turbo compressor cover for the Dad bod back from Joe at Patriot, and he did a great job on it and got it installed. Also charged the battery up on it because it's been sitting for quite a while. Actually, I think it's actually been sitting since Holly Rock, so went ahead and charged it up. And then also this morning I spent a while, I got quite a few sets of bumper brackets packaged up. Some guys have placed their orders, and they will be shipping out. They were going to be out this afternoon, but I believe now it's going to be tomorrow morning before they get picked up. So getting those out to those guys. So any of you that were interested in the bumper bracket kits, be sure to hit me up, and we'll get those taken care of, packaged up, and shipped out to you as soon as we can. But anyways, that kind of wraps up what we were doing today. Like I said, it was kind of a frustrating day, you could say, because we kept having to regroup, but we did get a little bit done. Some progress is better than no progress, so it is what it is. But anyways, going forward, we've got the Trevor's truck that we'll be working on. The Dad bod is kind of in limbo right now. I'm not really doing a whole lot to that going forward. We will probably be doing a transmission in the Mega Cab in the near future. And the junkyard box has got a lot of attention over the last few weeks. Been compiling stuff. We'll have another video for that out soon. And then we also picked up another project that we'll kind of go over, I don't know, sometime soon as to what it's going to be about. So I don't know if some of you know, some of you don't. It might be a surprise. It's a little bit different than anything that I've really messed with before. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, until next time, thank you guys for watching. I know I've been kind of slack recently on videos, so I'm going to try to get at least one video out a week. So anyways, thank y'all for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.